Hey Waffle Gang, I do hope you are well. My name is Mark and today we're checking out some more Reddit stories, and if you do love a Reddit story, why not consider hitting that like, subscribe, maybe that notification bell too. And let's crack on with today's first story. Much love guys. Now today's first story comes from the Am I the Arsehole Here subreddit from Sailor Moon 20, who says, am I the arsehole for calling my friend a creepy weirdo after she posted a TikTok about my husband? I, 28 female, am friends with this girl. Let's call her June, also 28 female. In fact, my husband, 32 male, and I often hang out with June and her boyfriend, i.e. go on double dates, have weekend trips, etc. We've known each other for over 2 years. I would say that we four were pretty tight as a group, up until this weekend. My husband is an orthodontist. One of his patients is June's half-sister, Raya, 12 female. June often is the one accompanying Raya to her dental appointments. June is also a small-time online influencer. She's always recording and vlogging and stuff, though my husband and I have made it clear to her, and we're absolutely not okay with our faces in her vlogs online, and she seemed to respect that boundary. We don't use social media, apart from Reddit, and we trusted her word when she said she's not going to post us online. Cut to last week. My brother sent me this TikTok link with a message, "Dude, you gotta watch this." I opened the link and it directed me to June's TikTok account. She doesn't have much followers, less than 10k, but the particular video he sent me had like 500,000 views and likes. I'm not sure which. Lo and behold, it was a video compilation of my husband with the title, "God, I see what you've done for others." The video was honestly the creepiest thing I've ever seen. She had recorded my husband during our double dates together, and it was clear he wasn't even aware he's being recorded. In some of the clips, she would start with her face and then pan the camera towards my husband with a cutesy expression and mouthing words like, "Oh my god." The worst one was where he was working on her half-sister, Raya, wearing scrubs, and she recorded even that. She didn't even bother to blur out the kid's face while she was lying on the dental chair. I showed the video to my husband and he was horrified. He said it made him so uncomfortable and violated knowing that someone had been secretly recording him. He was angry that she'd recorded him working on a patient. He texted her asking to take down the video and delete every video she has of him. First, she feigned ignorance, and then she said that she meant no harm and that it was all for online engagement, since I quote, "TikToks with hot guys go viral very fast," and that she'd gained a lot of followers after posting that. This was all so weird, but my husband and I got our families and friends to report the video, and thankfully it's been taken down now. This pissed off June and she sent me a long ass text saying how I was jealous of her online success and that I couldn't stand seeing her succeed, blah blah blah. I replied saying, "You're delusional and unhinged. You're not successful and you'll never be. Stay away from us, you creepy weirdo." Now she's all weepy and depressed and has been telling our common friends how mean I was to her. She's also been posting about mental health on her socials and how mean some women are with their words. Lol. Am I the arsehole here? I guarantee you she wasn't telling her common friends exactly what she's been up to. Turmeric Ping says, not the arsehole. People who think online engagement is more important than basic human decency are sadly not at all uncommon, and they are, as you say, delusional and unhinged. Their success is not real, and except in very few cases, it never will be. Opie says it's psychotic, honestly. My husband is so freaked out about this. I feel so bad for him. Bored Panda says, in all honesty, he should be concerned. Doctor visits are protected under HIPAA, and a recording then uploading it without the patient's permission would be a violation of that, wouldn't it? Not the arsehole, she is creeping on your husband. Just so many boundaries crossed. Just is creepy. May need to make a TikTok video of while someone are mean to others, sometimes it's justified when they're violating HIPAA laws and the privacy of another human being without permission just to get likes because their life is so empty. Not what a person looks like doesn't give another the right to post things about them. I am fat and would love to join a gym, but I'm scared to do so with social media nowadays. I don't want someone posting images of me online. Hell, I barely go out in public anymore. A live pin says, not the arsehole, you and your husband had set clear boundaries and she violated those boundaries. This shows that she does not respect you all at all. I recommend cutting her off entirely, as someone who disturbs your peace is not worth your time. OP says, yes, we're cutting her off entirely. I don't know if her boyfriend is aware of this or not, but I guess he'll have to be collateral damage because I don't want her to weasel her way back into our lives. So OP comes in with her first update and says, I don't want to make another post for the same thing, and I doubt I'm going to be updating again. They did. My husband's practice reached out to Raya's parents and informed them about the situation via an email, as they wanted everything documented. Like I mentioned in the comments, the parents have responded. They are shocked and very, very apologetic. They have agreed to chaperone Raya on her appointments instead of June. They wanted to meet my husband personally to apologize, but he informed them that that won't be necessary. June's TikTok video is still in the process of being taken down. No new updates on that. I guess she contested the reports or something. I'm not entirely sure. My husband and I have blocked her. My brother is keeping an eye on her account though, just in case she posts something else about us. We'll see what to do if/when it happens. We're going to be consulting a lawyer if she bothers us again in the future. My husband is kind of shaken up, upset and annoyed about this whole thing. He's taken some days off from work and so have I. We'll plan a trip somewhere maybe, to take his mind off of these things. Right now I need to be there for him. I won't be posting anything for now. We haven't contacted her boyfriend yet. My husband is not in the right headspace right now, and I feel it'd be better if we focus on ourselves for the time being. We don't want the added headache of how the boyfriend will react, / if he's in on this or whatever. We'll inform him after some time. I know this is selfish, but I think it's for the best. Thank you all for your responses. So around a month or so later, OP came in with another update and says, I genuinely hoped I wouldn't be updating this story again, but life had other plans. We thought the drama was done, but nope. We filled June's boyfriend in on everything and he was shocked, hurt, and confused. Turns out June managed his social media and he had no clue what she was posting. He thanked us and we thought that was it. Then he asked to meet up, saying he needed to discuss something. To be honest, we were extremely hesitant to meet with him. We were so done with the drama and didn't want to get sucked back in. But he seemed genuinely concerned and willing to listen, so we agreed. At the meeting, he revealed he confronted June. She broke down, professed her love, and claimed her obsession with my husband was for social media clout. Apparently, his total package made for great content. When he asked to see her phone, she refused, so he checked her laptop and found hundreds of sneaky photos and videos of my husband. And for laughs, she had pics of me looking my absolute worst. Mouth open while eating, weird faces, the works. I think I'm pretty good looking, but these photos were the opposite. It's like she wanted to prove a point about my husband's ugly wife. June's boyfriend dumped her, but honestly, we're even more freaked out now. The scale of her obsession is terrifying. Hundreds of photos and videos. That's not just a crush, that's a fixation. The thought of her escalating to something more is keeping us up at night. As a small consolation, June's boyfriend made her delete the videos from her social media and laptop, but God knows how many more copies she has. Despite June not reaching out after all this went down, we're still on high alert. Her radio silence is kinda unnerving and we're bracing ourselves for whatever might come next. Hopefully it is in fact just for social media clout and not some weird baby reindeer type of obsession with my husband. It's kinda unsettling how she was friends with me for over 2 years. We hung out often. We've gone on weekend trips with her and her boyfriend. We had so many mutual friends, and yet no one knew she's doing this behind our backs. Either I'm bad at reading people or she's very good at being sneaky and deceptive. I'm also mentally kicking myself for not realizing that someone was taking pictures of me. I feel my husband and I both need to be less dumb and more aware of our surroundings. On a brighter note, Raya's parents are super thankful to my husband for still treating Raya after everything. That's it for now. Hopefully, this is really the end. Gee whiz, that turned into a bit of a scary situation. I wouldn't call yourself dumb for not recognizing stuff like that. You just don't expect people to be doing this kind of thing. Why would you expect what was a friend to be sat there taking sneaky videos of yourself and your husband? You just don't expect that. But what do you guys make of this situation? Do you think this is the end? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And let's move on to another story. Now, our next story comes from the Am I Overreacting subreddit, and it says, Am I overreacting? Husband backed his new phone onto my laptop, and I found videos from before he met me of him and other girls. My husband has had the same phone for an eternity. He went from the iPhone 8 to the iPhone 15. The guy at the store told us to sync his phone onto the MacBook and back up all his old info from his previous phone. Problem is, when his new phone was down backing up, he had photos and videos from before our relationship. He had intimate videos and photos with a lot of other girls. I felt so embarrassed and crushed. I know I should have left it alone, but I asked to see because I wanted to make sure the dates were from before. I'm more of a chunky woman. I'm pretty short and all my weight tends to go to my hips. I'm already insecure about my body and looks, but now I'm even more unsure of how he feels towards me. Some of these girls were really skinny and the pictures were just repulsive. He had videos of girls giving him blowjobs and he had several other shots where you can tell that he obviously propped up his phone. I know all of these videos were taken before he met me, and I know iCloud saves your stuff automatically when you photograph or record something while on Wi-Fi. But I'm still so furious. I can't believe he would have all these women on video. This also has my head spiraling because I don't know if he is bored with our sex life. I honestly feel like I can't compete with the things he had on his phone, and he's brought it up to me before that he wanted to spice up our sex life. But now I don't think I even want to have sex with him. All I can think of and imagine are those stupid fucking videos he had. How could these women let him record them? It's just so shameless. I'm honestly considering moving back in with my sister until my head clears. He's a great husband, but I can't deal with this at the moment, and I'm completely disgusted by him. I don't even want to look at him. And there was a relevant comment from OP which says he claims he forgot them. Part of me believes him because there are things I've seen him delete that showed back up onto his phone. Also, all text messages from 2015 till now showed up on his phone somehow. I really hope he wasn't rewatching them, but from his reaction, he was more confused than anything else. He told me he's deleted those from his devices, but didn't know they were still on his cloud. I want to talk to him about it, but I'm just so upset. Maybe I have to give myself a couple of days to not blow this out of proportion. Now, I think it must suck and it must hurt to see your partner with someone else in a video, in a picture or whatever. At the same time, these were previous relationships, and you can't blame him for having previous relationships. Maybe he did just forget about these videos. I gotta admit, when you said he went from an iPhone 8 to an iPhone 15, it reminded him of myself. I went from a Samsung S7 to an S23. And that S7 had so many photos. I don't know what's on that phone, you know. There's so many photos, old photos. I never really looked after the space I had on my phone. I just kept upgrading it and filling it with more and more crap. But P. Tiddy says to OP, totally see why you feel that way. Roses are pretty, lilacs are pretty. Same with sunflowers. None of them look alike, but they're all beautiful in their own way. Don't forget that. I would personally ask him to delete those videos. He has no need for them anymore. We have to remember that it is in the past and he probably never had anything with them like he has with you. Maybe you could use some reassurance from him to ease your mind. If he wants to spice up the sex life, then do it, girl. Ask him what he wants, and if you're comfortable, go for it. I'd die for my man to ask me that, lol. If you're feeling insecure, try incorporating more exercise into your day, or even like tanning. New hair and makeup, looks, anything to let you see who the fuck you are. Jay Pelling says, I think although that must have been extremely uncomfortable for you to see, you need to have an open conversation with him about it. Possibly he just forgot they were there. Possibly he is keeping them for some reason, but at the end of the day, it's something you should discuss with him. I feel like if he was keeping them maliciously or because he was rewatching them occasionally, he probably wouldn't have been willing to back up his phone to your computer. I feel like if he was overly aware of them, he wouldn't be okay with them backed up to your laptop. Don't chalk something up to malice when it could be explained by male stupidity. See how he reacts and go from there. Another commenter says, ask him to delete them. If he does, drop it. If you find them again, confront. If he says no to deleting them, that's also an issue. They were before you. That's what matters. As long as he isn't holding on to them like trophies, I don't think it's as concerning. Granted, your feelings on seeing those are valid. I'd be disgusted too and feel a kick in the gut. If he refuses to delete or you later find them back on his phone, that's a major issue. One, it's disgusting for him to deny your very valid request to delete them, but also two, those women likely didn't consent to him keeping sexually promiscuous videos of them after they ended their relationship/sexual activities. I'd be so grossed out if I was a woman and found out my ex still had my nudes I sent years ago. However, just talk to him, girlie. If he actually deletes them, then I think he's just a dumb man who doesn't go through his phone often, and he doesn't think to delete them. Or he views it like normal porn, when it very much isn't normal porn. Strangers doing it is very different in my opinion than videos of you and some girl doing things. However, some men don't understand the difference. Communication is key here, and I don't think this should be a deal breaker for you assuming he deletes them. So OP comes back into the post with an update and says, so, as you guys suggested, I asked him to delete them, and he didn't seem upset about it. I can tell he was more worried about how I felt, so we sat down and signed onto his iCloud from the laptop. But to manually sit there and delete over 50 videos and well over 200 photos of him and other women. All the videos seem to be consensual, so I'm not worried about him being a weird, creepy guy. It's still super weird to me that someone would have videos of themselves having sex. I'm starting to question if my husband was a porn star before he met me. Some of these girls look like models and were taking the videos of themselves. Why would a lady do that? It just isn't morally right to me. I asked if he was selling these videos and he reassured me that he would never put himself out there because he wants a private life and to have a family. I was still very confused as to why he would have all of that then. Why so many different girls? Why would they let him? I just got more upset, so I straight up asked him why, and how would he feel if it was the other way around. I asked what if it was me with a bunch of different guys. He had a stupid grin on his face and I couldn't tell if he was joking or being serious, but nervous. He smiles when he's uncomfortable. He told me that he would ask me to delete anything that had my exes in it, and he would want to watch the others. I got more upset because I couldn't tell if he was joking, or is he trying to manipulate me into letting him stay with some of them because they weren't his exes. It bothers me because if he was being serious, then does he not value women? Why doesn't he get jealous? Why would anyone want to see their partner having sex? I feel like he shrugged it off and brought up the whole spicing up our sex lives. Why now? Is he trying to flip this on me? I could tell he was actually getting a little frustrated now, but why? Why would he be upset? I'm the one who just had to witness all that shit in his phone. He brought up how innocent I am and that anytime he tried to do anything out of the norm, I shut him down. Then OP explains how the husband asked to do something a little more adventurous, and she doesn't understand why anyone would find that pleasurable, and then continues saying, like, why bring this up now? It had nothing to do with the situation. His point was that he felt like I was judging him. Yeah, because why the fuck is there so many videos and pictures of these women? He brought up how I made him feel weird for liking feet. I don't understand how I can make someone feel weird about something that's already weird enough. Why doesn't he think that's weird? I give him head. I give him sex regularly when I'm not feeling insecure, so I don't see why he would feel the need to spice things up. Does he want to record with us as well? I don't know how I feel about it, seeing as how many other women he's done it with. If I was the only, then that's different, but there's nothing special about doing that with him because he's done it so much. If he's bored with me, why won't he just come straight out and say that? I feel at this point he's settling to not hurt my feelings. I'm more upset than hurt at this point because he tried to flip things on me. I think I desperately need to get away from him, maybe just a day or two and clear my mind. You guys have given me a lot of good insight, but typing this just infuriates me even more. I can't hold back the tears, and I just keep getting flashes of the pictures every time I look at him or close my eyes. I can't stop thinking about them, so I just want to give myself distance to think clearly. I'll be staying at my sister's place for the weekend, and I'll be updating you guys when I get back home on Monday. I can't see this one ending well. It's just like, you can absolutely have your own boundaries, etc., and what you enjoy and what you want to do. But him bringing up what he enjoys and what he likes, and you're just putting him down, it's shaming him for liking it, saying it's weird and, it's already weird enough. He went through the photos with you and the videos and deleted them with you, and now you still can't look at him or be around him because you see these pictures every time you close your eyes. I can't help but feel for the dude in this situation. But now, I'm going to turn this one to you guys. What do you guys make of this situation? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, just a huge thank you from the bottom of my heart for getting involved in today's stories. Your love, your support, your time always means the absolute world to me. So thank you so, so much. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care and much love.